This is a video. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whatever time of day it is. Hi, how you going? It's me, it's just Kat, and this video is gonna be fun. So, I have 14 tattoos. I'm going to go through them individually. Okay, so number one, my first tattoo, I got when I was 19, and it's meant to represent live, laugh, love, in Chinese, I think. And I met someone who could read Chinese and they said that's not what it said. But despite that, I still have a very, very close meaning with that. And I can hear everyone screaming at the camera, live, laugh, love, how cliche, how white girl trash. Like, honey, I had that on my body before it was fashionable. And it actually means a lot to me because it's a reminder to live every day, laugh and be happy, and love to your fullest content. And I got this as I have, at the time I had someone very close to me pass away, and it was, you know, just a reminder that, you know, be happy despite everything that's happened. Keep going, be happy, live your life. And yeah, and over the years I've had more people I've lost, and it's, yeah, remained true to its meaning. My second tattoo I got about a year and a half later, and it was by the same tattoo artist, and it's yin yang. And of course I didn't want to like plain old yin yang, you know, again, white girl trash, oh my god, so cliche. So I looked up a whole bunch of different ones and different designs and like flowers and beautiful, oh, just there's so many designs out there, guys, like seriously. And I found this sort of Aztec style one, and I really, really loved it, so I got that. And yin yang is just, you know, everything is a balance, you know, energy flows negative and positive, and I'm always a firm believer in energy, positive and negative, so yeah. My third tattoo I got a couple years later. I think it was about 2-3 years later after my second one, and I went to a different tattoo artist recommended by a friend at the time, and he is fantastic, as you can tell. He's still my current tattoo artist. I love blossoms, and at that time in my life I was going through a significant change. I had for 2 years I had a disorder. I had a disorder that for 2 years went undiagnosed, and none of the doctors didn't want to test me, and the psychologists were, you know, unsure, and yeah, so I had quite a bad time for 2 years. And then just before I got that tattoo of the blossoms, I was officially diagnosed, and it was like a huge weight off my shoulders, because for me the scariest part about my disorder, like, it was scary because I didn't have a name. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know how to treat it or prevent it or cope with it. And once I was diagnosed, it was like, oh, it has a name. I know how to deal with it. I know how to move forward with it. So the blossoms represented me blossoming, literally, into a new stage in my life. And I look at all my tattoos as like little snippets and pictures of, you know, that was a snap of time in my life, and I wanted to remember that, and that's why I got the blossoms. My fourth tattoo is my biggest tattoo. It took 6.5 hours, and by the end it was quite painful. I sort of designed it myself. I found the lotus design online, and then I liked the idea of having like watercolored tiger eyes, and so I combined them together, and my tattoo artist said to me, so like, how do you want it done? And I said, I just want these eyes, this design, and whatever colours you want. I trust your skill and your judgment. And obviously he did an amazing job. And it's probably my favourite out of all the ones I have. I absolutely love it. But yeah, it hurt a lot because he did all the black work and then went back over all the black with the colour. So it was quite swollen and sore by the end of the day. Tattoo number 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm going to do them all at the same time because I had them done all at the same time. So it's kind of like I don't particularly remember which one was done first on the day, but I had the 4 symbols on my ankles and the compass, arrow compass on the back of my calf done the same day as well. I know the arrow compass was done last, but yeah. So we'll start with number 5. So number 5 is it looks like a funny symbol, but it's meant to represent a mother holding her child. Family is a huge thing to me. I don't have a lot of family that I talk to and or catch up with or see at Christmas. It's literally me, my mum, my sister, my nan, my great uncle and my aunt, and that's about the only family I really talk to or get along with. And I'm so like happy and I feel so lucky that since I've been married, I've extended my family even more, and I have fantastic in-laws. But yeah, so that little symbol is meant to represent family. So it's a mother holding her child, and family means so much to me, and I wanted that there to remind me that, I have family somewhere that cares about me. So symbol number 6 is a sort of like an infinity symbol, but like Celtic in design. And I like the idea of the infinity symbol, energy is constantly flowing. Life for me is constantly readjusting and changing, and our life doesn't stop here. This is religious, I understand that, but I believe in reincarnation. I believe in the change of energy into another being, and that infinity is what that means to me. The Celtic design was a purposeful choice simply because a lot of my heritage is Irish, Scottish, Welsh, English, like very, very Anglo-Saxon. But yeah, so I do have a Celtic history in my family, and I really wanted to represent that at the same time. Symbol number 7, I think we're up to. So symbol number 7 is not really a symbol, it's a word. So it says warrior, but instead of the I, it's a semicolon. And I found this online and I absolutely loved it. I mentioned before that I had a bit of a journey with, my disorder, and a long time, like in high school and college, I had struggles with mental health and self-harm. Again, this will be a whole separate video by itself talking about my mental health and my journey, but it's something that has to be spoken about. So the semicolon, if you don't know, is a symbol to represent people who, instead of using a full stop and finishing their life, they chose to continue their story. So it's mainly about people who have, overcome suicide, but it can also mean, people who have struggled their entire life and even just thought about ending it, and they've decided to continue with that. And I love the warrior part because, people that do struggle with mental health, it is a struggle, it's a war. You every day struggle, and I think people who struggle with it every day are warriors. So the fact that I have warrior with the semicolon is a fantastic reminder of how much I've been through, what I've overcome, and where I am now, how far I've come. and it means a lot to me. Symbol number 8. Now, to you, this is just a bunch of dots. To me, it is my star sign constellation. So I'm a Taurus, and I'm not huge on like astrology. I don't read my star sign in like magazines and stuff. I think it's a load of bull crap. But I do sort of see similarities in between my star sign, my zodiac sign, and them combined. I am stubborn through and through. I'm a hard worker. There are a few other things I can't really remember because, again, I don't really care about astrology. But, you know, I am a Taurus through and through. And I liked the constellation pattern, and I really wanted it on my ankle. That's why I chose that. Symbol number 9? No, it's not a symbol, but tattoo number 9. Tattoo number 9 is my arrow compass. I have this thing where I find one part of a picture or a design I love, and then other parts, and I sort of like glue them and mash them together. And this tattoo is a great example of that. So I love the compass part in the middle, but I absolutely hated the arrow ends of the original picture. So I went online and I just looked up arrow designs, and I literally cut and paste, like literally printed out the pictures, snipped them, taped them together, and photocopied it. And then that's how that happened. The arrow compass, to me, the arrow is a reminder to stay true to who you are and just do your thing. The compass is to remind me that, you know, life twists and turns, and we'll get lost and we'll forget where we are, and it's just a reminder that we will find our way again. We will find that path we were supposed to be taking. We'll get guided back to where we were. I know some of this is repetitive of the meanings, but hey, that's what it means to me. Tattoo number 10 and 11. I'm putting these together because I had them done again at the same time. So I'm pretty sure I had the snowflake done first. So we'll do 10 is the snowflake. Now, why did I get a snowflake? The snowflake, if you can't tell from the picture, is actually on my left hand, top of my thigh, just above my knee, and just around from tattoo number 4. I got a snowflake as a tattoo because that day I had 2 tattoos done. My sister had her first 3 tattoos done, and my mum also had her first 2 tattoos. So together we all got snowflakes. We all got different colours, different designs, and on different parts of our body. So it was unique to us, but still, you know, matching in a way. So my mum, my sister and I all have snowflakes because we're all different, but we're all the same, and we're all a family unit. So it was sort of like mum, sister's tattoos, basically. So tattoo number 11 is my red. It's called an unalome tattoo. And it's red. And I chose solid red lines because I'd seen other tattoo designs online that were just line work done in red, and it was very bold and very bright, and I loved the aesthetic of it. I chose the unalome tattoo because, again, getting all like, not religious, but like, you know, spiritual, I guess. Getting all spiritual, the unalome tattoo represents the path your mind takes during meditation to find enlightenment. It's as simple as that. I loved the design of it, I loved the meaning of it, and I loved the colour of it. And after my tattoo artist did this one, he said to me, oh, I need to get into like doing solid red line work. He said, I want to do that on myself. It looks so good. And I will say this, that one hurt the most. My tiger eyes and the lotus, so tattoo number 4, hurt like a lot. It throbbed. But as far as like stinging and pain compared to time, this one, the shin, the Arnalone tattoo, hurt the most. And I am dreading getting another tattoo on my other shin. Tattoo number 12 and 13. Again, I'm putting these together because I got them at the same time. This tattoo has a double meaning for me. It has a lot of meaning for me. I am a huge fan of a band called Nothing But Thieves. And one of their albums, I believe it was their second album, has circles, like basically a circle scribbled a million times on the cover. And one of the songs on the album meant a lot to me emotionally, and it's about mental health. And a few of the songs on the album are about mental health. But Particles, the song Particles by Nothing But Thieves, go and give them a listen, they are freaking amazing, really struck a chord with me, because you can listen to songs about mental health and you're like, oh yeah, same, I'm sad, whatever. This song, the lyrics really hit home for me, and for a very long time I couldn't listen to that song without crying, because it meant so much to me, and I could just feel exactly the words he was saying, and I understood from a very personal level what those lyrics meant. So the second part is that from the same album, there's a song from the same album called Broken Machine, and it was used to advertise a great cause called I Am Whole. And the band's British and the cause is British as well, mostly in the UK. But I Am Whole is all about breaking down the walls and the stigma around mental health and actually talking about it. And I'm a huge advocate for talking about mental health and making it more open and less shameful, and just, I love everything that I Am Whole stands for. So the fact that the song on the album Particles had a lot of meaning for me, and then another song was used for the I Am Whole campaign. Well, the symbol for the I Am Whole campaign is a circle. So bring it all together, that's what it means to me. It's all about I am whole. Just, you know, I may bend, I may break, but I'm still a whole person despite my mental health. And it is hugely deep meaning for me. So that's probably my most meaningful tattoo, even though it's one of my the simplest. Tattoo number 13. Tattoo number 13 I had done at the same time as this one, and it is a tiny weeny little heart, and I have it right here in between my breasts. I put it there because, and it's really cliche and really silly and really people, my husband hates it, he thinks it's stupid and cliche, but for me, I put a tiny little heart there to remind me that even on my darkest days, when I feel very alone, there are people that love me, and I try and keep everyone that I love close to my heart. So that's just a reminder that I am loved, and I also love, which is silly, but I love it. Lucky last, tattoo number 14. Now, I'm filming this late January, and so a couple of days ago even, I had a thing come up on Facebook saying, hey, here's your memory from 2 years ago. So 2 years ago was when I had this tattoo done. And if you can't tell from the writing, it says she believed she could, so she did. And I really love that saying, because it's simply, you put your mind to it, you can do it. Simple as that. You put your mind to it, you believe you can do it, and you can do it. Put the hard work in, it'll get done. And the Buddha is there, you know, to remind me to slow down and sit and meditate and breathe. And Buddha, if you haven't figured out by now, is sort of a little bit of an icon for me. I don't want to get too much into like religious beliefs and spirituality and anything like that, but yeah, that's why I put us there. Okay, so those are my 14 tattoos. You've come to the end of the video. I'm just kidding. I have a surprise for you. So today is Monday and tomorrow is Tuesday, obviously. Tomorrow I am getting another 3 tattoos. 3. I'm excited. I am so excited. I haven't, as I said before, I haven't had a tattoo in 2 years. 2 years, and I went to the same tattoo artist and he remembered my name. He gave me very good quote. I'm paying him extra, by the way. If you don't tip your tattoo artist, you are a shit person. Full stop, end of story. Skip forward in time and yeah. Hi, so it's Tuesday. I have just gotten back from the tattoo parlor where I saw my tattoo artist, and I got some new ink. I will show you a picture of the finished product at the very end of the video, but I got some footage of the tattoos being done. So if you're interested in seeing what tattooing looks like, continue watching. If it's not really your thing, you can skip to the end and there'll be a photo to finish off. But yeah, this has been me and my tattoos, and thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of the video.